We're on the road. Where transportation goes, community grows. Welcome to On the Road with the MTA. And welcome to another exciting edition of On the Road with the MTA. I'm Jay Gibbons alongside with Stephanie K from the MTA, fresh back from her vacay.
I know, I've been gone for like 2 weeks. I came home and it took me 20 minutes to clean off my car that was sitting outside.
20 minutes?
My little hands were like little frostbitten and my gloves were soaking wet. There was probably at least 3 to 4 inches of snow on my windshield all over my car. And then there was ice under there that had to like chip away off my windshield.
Wow.
It was not nice, Jay.
Well, that's Michigan for you.
I know. I came from a cruise where I had food and sunshine. I want to get right back out. But anyway, welcome home, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's okay. I'm glad to be back. As a matter of fact, today was the first day back, and I went to the Burton Chamber.
Yep.
And while I was there, I've seen this beautiful young girl many times at different chamber events. Her name is Shelly Marino, and she is the donation acquisition manager of Goodwill. And when she was talking about a really fun open house, the very first open house they were having, I thought, come on the podcast, talk to me. So I'm so glad that she came and made her first visit at the Burton Chamber today so I could meet her. So she's with us right now. Thank you for being with us, Shelly.
Hello. You didn't mention you just got back from a cruise, so I wondered why you look like sunshine. Thank you so much for the opportunity to be on with you and talk a little bit about Goodwill's mission. MTA and Your Ride is here almost every day, picking up and dropping off our employees. So thank you guys for everything you do.
It's a great partnership, and we're glad we can do that. Absolutely. I know Jay and I talk about that every day, how much we love our job, because a lot of these people could not get to work, to the pharmacy, to the grocery store without
absolutely.
MTA. Yes. Yep. So glad. So how many people do you think that are employed there that use MTA?
Oh, goodness. Here I have 446 roughly in my 17 locations, but there's probably... Wow. Most of those are here in the Flint warehouse. Goodness, I don't even know. But there's all times a day between 7 a.m. And 2:30, and then we have another round at 4 o'clock that comes. And that's just the Your Rides and the transportation that comes directly to the Goodwill warehouse. A lot of them take the buses to our Burton and Flint Township stores, too. So we just love you guys. Can't say enough.
Well, thank you. We love being able to do that for you. And I do know there's over 45,000 work rides every year.
45,000. That's a lot.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
for sure.
A lot of our people do not have, the means of transportation, or, vehicles might break down. The snow has been awful.
Right.
So we definitely use your services on the regular.
Well, I'm so glad that you can. I'm so glad we're here and able to do that for you. I know it's terrible even drive. If you have a car and it does work, it's still hard to drive in the snow. So it's nice to have somebody else take you, like your personal Uber.
Yep.
For sure. So I know people know the Goodwill Industries helps a lot of people. They know they will hire people that may have different abilities. And they also take donations. So whenever you're cleaning out your house, like, I'll take it to Goodwill. Why should they do that? What happens and why, what all does Goodwill do for the community with those donations and further than that?
What we do and what my position is to do donation drives to not only fill our warehouse to fund our mission. Our mission is to help anyone with an employment barrier find and keep employment to be self-sufficient. So they can get a car, they can take the bus, they can do all the things that everyone wants to do. We have quite a few people with some form of disability. So definitely just giving them the opportunities that everyone out there has. We do donation drives for funding to pay those. We have micro enterprises in our Fenton and Burton locations. You'll see the coffee kiosk. Here at our outlet in Flint, we also have a cafeteria that's run by our mission participants. You'll often see some of our we have some crafters that are at the Davidson Farmers Market. So we have people all over Genesee County. We also have missions up in Bad Axe and Saginaw that work with all of our participants to find them work.
So I know that you also mentioned today, which is very interesting, that you can work with schools. Like if you wanted to bring over a container, tell us how that works.
So we're doing, we want to really get into the schools and start with this younger generation that really is into sustainability like Goodwill is. In 2023 and 24, we kept over 8 million pounds of goods from landfills. So keep Michigan green. So we want to get with these students and they can do donation drives as a fundraiser. So what they'll do is with their school, their theater, any department boosters, they can contact me. We set up a donation drive at their location. They fill up Gaylords and we pay them by the Gaylord. So we can help fund those school programs that desperately need money. And it also brings in things that we can both sell in our stores and train retail services, processing, pricing, all those things to our mission participants.
And you also said you have sales where you can go in and you can like fill a whole bag for $1 a pound or something. Tell me about that as well.
Oh, yes. This is amazing. This is right here in our Averill warehouse. So we have an outlet and it is $1.69 a pound.
Wow.
I highly, highly recommend wearing gloves. There are a lot of professionals in here. If anyone's familiar, there are blue bins in a lot of stores going around the country now. That's a huge thing that's coming up. But it kind of started at Goodwill with our wonderful blue. And we fill up blue bins after things have gone through our stores. We sell those at our outlets by the pound. So we have a lot of crafters, refurbishers, other thrifters and resellers can come in here and buy by the pound.
What's one of the best things you've seen in that tub that people have taken out? Is there something like really good that you thought, oh my gosh, I can't believe that was in there?
Honestly, everything. I've always been an antiquer, so I can find lots of things to make, but you'll find picture frames or great pillows, a lot of seasonal items. You know, if they didn't sell in the store, they're here now, so come grab them. And then also we get furniture sometimes, and I've seen the most beautiful roll top desks, things like that. Just wonderful stuff.
Wow, for $1.69 a pound?
A pound.
Wow.
Yeah, come
And
on in, bring your gloves. There is a line at the door at 8 and 9 in the morning.
Wow,
So
I bet.
It's intense.
So how often do you do those?
That is every day, Monday through Friday.
Really? My
Yeah.
goodness. That's
Monday
a lot.
through Friday. The girls at the cash wrap are going to be really upset with me.
They're busy
We're
enough.
going to have more lines at the door, but we love it. And everything people purchase just funds our mission and help us use those funds to help our participants' businesses.
It sounds like everything that anybody ever donates is going to get used one way or the other. It's not going to go to waste.
Yeah, for sure. And what we do, I also now reach out to other community partners, such as the Flint Eastside Mission. They have storage issues, so what they don't need, I can take from them, and then I give them in trade things that they do need. Last Tuesday and Wednesday, I delivered hundreds of blankets to them, just to keep their folks warm in these awful temperatures. And then as they have things that get donated to them very generously, they just don't have room for it all the time. So we have a lot of partnerships like that. So if there's anyone out in your community that has things like that, please contact me. I can give my email later, or just follow us on Facebook or our website, and you'll see everything that's going on in our community.
Wow, that sounds great. Now, I know you're doing for the first time ever, it's the first annual Goodwill Mid-Michigan Open House. Tell us about that.
So we're hoping this grows every year. This is going to be the first time where we do tours quite a bit for GHS and Michigan Rehab, but what we're going to do now is we're going to help some other people find out what we do and see our mission participants. You can have the opportunity to buy some of the books they write. You'll see some of our processing in the back. We have glass recycling, cardboard recycling, textile recycling, a lot of things that people aren't aware of that we do here at the warehouse. And then, of course, the wonderful outlet and our cafeteria that is run by mission participants as well.
You have a cafeteria? You mean anybody comes in can actually buy something from the cafeteria?
So, yeah, people can go into the outlet and do their shopping. There are restrooms right there, and then there is our cafeteria as well.
I had no idea.
I didn't know it was that. That's nice.
So, yeah, Wednesday between 1 and 4 at our headquarters on Averill, you are more than welcome to stop in and take a tour. We will have tours through the warehouse and then do some shopping.
Now, I see it says here, please RSVP before 2/14, but since it's past that time.
Oh, yeah, that was just to my chamber, so we could kind of get an idea of how many partners we would have here. But yes, you can go ahead and RSVP still. Just scan that QR code I will put it up on our website today or our Facebook so people can see that as well. But basically, it's from 1 to 4. Pop in when you can, meet us, see what we do, find some goodies in the outlet. And have a great time.
Those who do not have the QR code, is there a phone number? Is there a website? How can they let you know they're going to be coming?
So we are on Facebook. It is Goodwill Mid-Mich. So you can follow us there. And then you can also reach me in donations at 810-600-6332.
Okay, good to know. And that's, you said you can drop at any time from 1 to 4 on Averill. Do you have the address on Averill so they can put that in your GPS?
It is 501 South Averill in Flint, kind of behind Pirani, Firebird, Dort Federal, whatever you call it.
Yeah, depending on how old you are. Yeah, for sure. 501 South Averill. All right. Well, I think I know where that is. Like if you're coming down, say, Center Road, you turn left under the underpass right there. And it's right there, isn't it?
Yep. And it's going to be, I think it's Scott Park and the Scott Elementary. You keep going that way. And if you hit the car wash, you went too far.
Okay. Good to know. Funny. Okay. Well, that's the Wednesday. So keep that on your calendars. It's going to be Wednesday, February 26th from 1 until 4. Stop at any time. And also, you said, bring a bag of your pre-loved goods because then you can see how it's processed and how it supports the mission.
Yes, it does. We have a donation door. It is open Monday through Saturday. We have a wonderful veteran back there that would love to take your donations, tell you some of his stories. He's quite fun. So you can bring in our donations here and they will get processed. And if you want to bring us donations, we are heavily in need of wares or hard lines, as people in retail call them. Always textiles. Like I said, I donate so much back to our community between back to school, Halloween costumes, Christmas goods. I saw you at the Old Newsboys, so we do socks and undergarments and everything like that in our community. So as much as you bring us, I'll get into the right hands. So please donate.
I know I brought a couple things in and they said, why would you be giving that away? That's beautiful. It's like, well, because I brought other things I didn't think was as great. So I thought I wanted to balance it all out.
I see how you are.
They did say too that even though you might think that no one's going to want this, somebody might want it. And if not,
my gosh,
you could sell it for a rag or something.
Say that. Yeah. Somebody wants it or can use it. The best thing, I have someone actually now that she takes old luggage and makes it into shelves. So you would just be surprised at all the fun things the people in our outlet do with all the things that they purchase. It's really kind of neat. It's sustainable. It's wonderful for the environment, and it's just a great time.
Well, I used to always wear stilettos, like really high heels. I thought they were cute. I really liked them. Now that I'm older, it's like, I'm not wearing those anymore. So I thought they're kind of broken down. They're going to want them. Said, yes, they make artwork and things out of those shoes. So I thought, that's a good idea.
Do.
Yeah.
Well, you can make something out of almost anything.
Well, I'm going to put a bag of things together, and I plan on coming out there Wednesday, February 26th, and from 1 to 4. I'm not sure what time I'm going to stop in, but I will definitely be there and look forward to doing that, and hopefully others will too. So give that phone number again so they can call you with any questions.
It's 810-600-6332, and follow us on Facebook, Goodwill Mid-Mich.
I love it. We'll be doing. I'll add you to that. And this podcast is going to be shared and spread through all the Facebook pages.
Yep.
And where else can they listen to it, Jay?
They can listen to us anywhere you find your podcasts, on Spotify, Apple Music. You can find it on Google Podcasts.
And just follow us. It's On the Road with the MTA.
That's all you got to do. Just follow us.
Okay, you can do that. Well, Shelly, thank you so much for your time. Is there anything else that you want to say before we say goodbye to you and you get back to all your donations?
Oh, thank you again. We love your services. I love your personality. Jay, we didn't get to talk much, so we'll have to meet sometime.
Absolutely.
This was really wonderful. Thank you.
Well, thank you. I'm so glad it worked out, Shelly. I'm so glad you came to the Burton Chamber for the first time today, and I'm so glad that we had a spot for you to bring you on today.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Have a great night.
Thanks. See you next Wednesday. Sounds so good. And you can be on too. If they want to be a guest, Jay, how can they do that?
All they got to do is just email us at podcast@mtaflint.org.
And we will look for that and bring you on. And thank you for listening. Listen every week as we bring you great information.
You've been listening to On the Road with the MTA. For more information on our services and community outreach, visit us online anytime at www.mtaflint.org. And be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. The MTA, your community, your connection, your way.